Oh,
Minasan, konnichiwa. Hello and welcome to My Little Pony Can't Be This Cute, a conversation with Bronies from Japan. My name is
Yay!
Sunchaser, and I'll be your host today. Uh,
Great.
just to tell you a little bit about myself.
We're distracting from the point of us trying to get on a call. We have to be on like less than half an hour at this point.
Just to just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm originally from the States, but I've lived here in Japan on and off for the past couple of years. My wife is Japanese, and we have a 3-month-old daughter who I hope to introduce to Magic of Friendship when she's ready. And first joined the Brony fandom around late 2012, early 2013. And although I am happily married with a beautiful wife, Rainbow Dash will always be my waifu. My wife and I have an understanding about that. So, joining us today, we have with us two very special guests. First off, he's always exploring the vast and mysterious land that is the English language, and he's gained recent attention for his great artwork of bitrate and neural net. Please welcome HauntedTuba.
hello. Fafunemaste.
And we also have with us a slightly newer face in the fandom, but someone who is well known for Equestrian Girl's artwork. Please welcome Omame.
Why? Hello.
Thank you to both of you for being here. I'll start with you, Tuba-san. Tell us a little bit about how you first got into MLP, your favorite pony, history in the fandom, anything else you'd like to share.
Right. So again, hello everyone. I'm HauntedTuba. My parents are both Japanese, so I am actually Japanese. Never been to outside of Japan, and I wish I wanted to. And I learned this language mostly by watching YouTube for the past over 12 years. I'm not perfect still, though. Still learning right now. And my favorite ponies are every pony is my favorite pony, so I have to say the rareness. I have to say Luna and Derpy. So about how did I come to this fandom? Was 2012 or 2011, and originally I am a huge fan of cartoons, especially Disney, and especially the Haunted House, Haunted Dark Ride, the Haunted Mansion is my favorite. I'm an otaku of the Haunted Mansion. And usually I like to see dark, spooky fantasy stuff, although 2011, at the time, PMV, Pony music videos, was all the rage, so I heard. So I was late at night watching Haunted Mansion stuff, so I accidentally clicked on the recent related videos called Grim Grinning Ponies, which was the pony music video of the Haunted Mansion theme. Well, at that time, I never see those colorful ponies before, so I thought, well, weird, colorful creatures. And I kept going, and arguably, I watched the Cupcakes. That was the next recent pony movie I found.
Oh boy.
Yeah, well, it was horrifying, but well, it certainly hooked onto me at that time. I kept clicking and eventually found the real episodes, probably Nightmare Night, the Halloween episode, and yeah, it was different from what I originally loved to watch. Although the two main reasons what I got here are its visual impact and its wacky fandom.
Awesome. So, Omame-san, I'll ask you the same question. Tell us a little bit about how you first got into MLP, favorite pony, history in the fandom, favorite characters, anything else you'd like to share. Oh, and just so everyone knows, I'll also be translating for Omame-san here and there.
Oh, hello everyone. Hello everyone. I'm Omame. I love drawing My Little Pony and Equestrian Girls. And my favorite character are Sunset Shimmer, Side Twilight, and Pinkie Pie. すいません、ここから日本語で喋ります。
You're switching Japanese now, but that was very good though, very good.
Sorry. 1年前に YouTube で、マイリトルポニーエクエストリアガールズのダズリングスのガールズのバトルを見て、 セーラームーンがもともと好きだったので、それに感銘を受けて、好きになりました。はい。
So she first got exposed to Equestria Girls about a year ago when she was watching YouTube, and she came across a video of the Dazzlings in that Welcome to the Show Welcome to the Show video where and she was and she saw the transformations between the battle between that took place in the battle between the Dazzlings and the Rain Booms, and having been a fan of Sailor Moon, she really was impressed by it, and so she really got hooked. っていう感じです。
はい。
で、その後、so afterwards you got hooked up. So afterwards you なんだっけ? Sorry, I'm lost my train of thought there for a second. So afterwards, Omame-san, how long did it take you to get caught up on all the MLP content? Because I know there was a lot of it. どのくらいの時間で
about 1 month.
1 month, okay.
1ヶ月ぐらいで全部大体見ました。
Wow. So Omame-san took about a month to go all the way through season 1 through 9 and all the movies, all the Equestria Girls movies and so on. And it was nothing but MLP that whole time. Wow. That is quite a crash course, as someone in the chat just said. that is pretty impressive. Let me go back to Tuba-san for a second.
Right.
So Tuba-san, since you were already in the fandom when MLP first started airing on Japanese TV, tell me about what your feelings were when the show made it to Japan.
Well, yeah, I still remember. Well, as on the internet, watched the notification that the Japanese version was coming. I thought, wow, my favorite show is on Japanese TV. It's going to be awesome. And I remember April 2nd, 2013. When was it? 7:30 a.m. I turned on my TV channel to Terebi Tokyo and saw the book turned. And the first thing I thought was, it's kind of hilarious to see a digital clock on the upper left side of the screen. If you guys don't know that, for the very busy morning hours, we combine the morning show with a digital clock so we can watch the morning news with the time at the same time. So even watching kids shows, we are really strict on the time, actually.
Right.
Oh.
So, and well, basically we all know. Basically, at that point, a lot of us already know the story, watched the show on YouTube, and so most important thing was the voice acting for us. And those voice actors, they done a really good job. They were the cast members of Milky Homes.
Yes.
Right.
The anime show. I couldn't watch. I didn't watch that one. Although, well, overall, they were really good actually. And excuse me. Well, at first, they're still finding their niche. So some of the characters were too kawaii, like Applejack has a little higher voice.
Right.
So they also, but at the end of the second season, they pretty much nailed it down. And it was really awesome.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'll just jump in here because I noticed some people talking in the chat about the Japanese dub and the English subtitle versions, and so Japanese subtitle versions and so on of the English of the original English version of MLP. So basically, Stinkin' is a well-known Brony in the Japanese fandom who was kind enough to translate and put fan subs on on all the English episodes and put them on a blog for everyone in Japan to watch. So that was a big help for getting everyone in Japan caught up on what was going on outside of the Japanese dubbed episodes. And also up to season 4 has been dubbed in Japan, by the way. Just so everyone knows, it's actually up to season 4, not season 3. Well, sorry, I should say up seasons 1 through 4 have been dubbed into Japanese. But yeah, seasons 3 and 4 were actually done by different voice actors than the original Japanese ones. Let's see. And then to both of you, I just want to ask, what are some things you've noticed about Japanese Bronies and Pegasisters that might be different from those from overseas? I'll just give you one example. For instance, I've noticed that in the Japanese fandom, at least, female fans of My Little Pony tend to use the term Pegasister more than they do than they would out in the West, where they tend to. I've noticed they tend to simply refer to themselves as Bronies rather than Pegasisters. But I could be wrong, though. Oh, if anyone has a different opinion in the chat, please let us know. But I just be curious to hear Chuba-san's and Omame-san's thoughts too, if you notice anything different about Japanese fans versus Western fans of MLP.
Oh, well, should I go first? Or?
Go ahead, Chuba-san, yeah.
Well, basically, there are a lot of similarities also. I want to point out 2 kinds of people, especially. The first groups are, including me, a lot of Japanese fans are already cartoon fans. So people who are already more into the outside animation, not anime stuff. So for me, I love Disney. I think Omame-san likes, Powerpuff Girls, right?
Yes, I love Powerpuff Girls.
So it's kind of opposite, size. A lot of Western people love to see animes, and so it's kind of interesting to thought. And another group I want to point out is our actually they're not technically Bronies and Pegasisters. Probably they watched the show or not, but they called Harajuku-ke.
All right.
Yeah.
So basically, Harajuku style in English, actually, and is the fashion style. When it comes to it's kind of like dreamy, Yumekawa, dreamy, dolly, girly style of the show clothes, and the general association between MLP and the Japanese culture. The Harajuku style is actually far well known, more than a show, I think. A lot of Japanese people like see the pony stuff.
Sorry, 1 second, guys. Looks like we're having some stream issues, so they're going to restart for 1 second.
Okay.
Just let them restart the stream so we can get a better connection.
Okay. ポニープロフェッサーさんがめちゃくちゃ略してくれてる。
Oh, looks like the problem's solved now. Okay, so let's see. Go ahead and looks like we're done. We're back. We're back. So go ahead and continue your thought, Chuba-san.
Well, basically, by looking at the chat, they got the general idea. Yeah. So I want to say, even in the Far East, ponies are kawaii.
Okay. Omame-san, do you have any thoughts about differences between Japanese fans and Western fans of MLP that you've noticed? なんか気づいた点とか、日本のブロニーと西洋のブロニーの違い。
そうですね。でもまあ本質的には多分一緒だと思いますね。でただ、日本と、海外で比べると、日本の方が人口は少ないイメージがあるので、 普及活動は大切だなと思います。布教
Oh.
か。はい。そうですね。で
Hmm.
も、
Okay.
違う。
Oh,
すいません。あ
hold
ま
on.
り、
I think we're starting to get more stream issues. Let's just see what happens in a second here. Are we is
I mean, we're in the
this
Far East. Yeah, go ahead.
I just noticed that we're having some more stream issues. Looks like are we still good or
Kind of choppy.
sounds like it's choppy? Yeah. We'll just keep going for the moment, and if we need to restart, we'll do so. Oh, it's smooth now. Okay, great. Okay, sounds like it's good. Okay. So all right, great. We're good to go. So to both of you, what are some of your favorite memories of being in the Japanese Brony fandom? I'll start with you, Omame-san.
あ、日本のブロニーファンダムですか？
そう、日本のブロニーファンダムについてに対するいい思い出とかあれば。
そうですね。やっぱりツイッターを始めていろんな人たちと交流ができて、こういう機会にも参加できたことが一番大きいですね。はい。
So the biggest good memory for you is being able to meet like-minded people and so on, and be able to just be able to meet them over Twitter and yeah. 他には？
で、自分は参加できてないんですけど、その日本のブロニーの方たちとのそのオフ会とかがあったら、はい、ぜひ参加したいです。
And she also wants to be able to participate in different offline meetups that are often hosted here in Japan, even though she hasn't been able to take part in one yet. I'll just jump in here and give some examples of some that have happened. There's of course Japan PonyCon, which is a big great memory for me. And by the way, some of the guys from Japan PonyCon are also selling stuff in the vendor hall, like this T-shirt I'm wearing here. So if anyone, if you guys want any merch, please stop by the vendor hall and buy some of their stuff. Yep, my voice is starting to get a little.
It's in the morning.
Yeah, it's early in the morning. So anyway, let's see. So, but yeah, the other than that, some of my there's also Pony-me, of course, which is like for those of you who don't know, Hanami is basically what happens in the springtime when cherry blossoms are blooming, and it's a great opportunity to just go out, watch cherry blossoms, and sit underneath them and drink and eat and so on. Sing different songs about cherry blossoms, and there was always every year there was a Brony themed version of it called Pony-me. Couldn't do it this year though. Darn you, COVID-19. Yeah. Also, and there's plenty of other activities too, of course, that Bronies here in Japan take part in. I happen to run a Brony airsoft team myself. There's a and I've met some lifelong friends through there, as well as people from all, and I've met people from different parts of the world too, who live in Japan, not just Japanese, who are also in the Brony fandom. A lot of Bronies who are serving in the U.S. military, who are stationed here in Japan, and I've made some good friends through there as well. So Tuba-san, what are some of your favorite memories?
Yeah, I gotta say Japan PonyCon.
For sure.
Yeah, it's really like going to the gala. It's kind of like that. We don't have a lot of cons in this country. I think we have a fan meetups, although the stuff with cons were really still new for us. I think,
Right.
And especially the DJ nights were the
Mm.
best experience I ever had, actually.
Right.
So like
Mhm.
right before the end, they played that Japanese opening theme song.
Hmm.
So like everyone was excited. I was excited. What everyone was doing those Japanese chants and with our glow sticks. So, kind of interesting to think that I witnessed the innovation of human history by combining those two totally different cultures. It was the best day of my life.
Right. Yeah, that's yeah, I definitely I definitely agree. Japan and there was just Japan PonyCon really did a good job in bringing that experience to the Japanese. Oh, so we got a question in the Neurolet's stage question
Okay.
chat. So I guess we can shift to taking some questions from the audience then.
Great.
So do ponies from different regions get different accents and dialects in the dub? I've heard Applejack and Red are not giving any different accents from the others.
Nope.
何
表現とかはないですよね。日本の日本バージョン、日本語バージョンの。
アップルジャックはほらウエスタンそのアクセン
あ、
トっ
イ
ていうか
ーハーってやつですか？
そう。あといろんな訛りっていうのがあるんですけど、ステケンさんはすごいそれを略してますけど。
確かに。
In the dub, some of the people who actually translates us for the fans, they do some interesting they chose dialects, but the official dub is although probably I can say Luna has a little bit of different speaking tone. She uses
クラシカルな。
classical
Right, a little
Japanese,
classical, yeah.
old style Japanese speaking way, especially for Luna. Probably
Right.
Decora also a little bit some sort of mystifying tone, I think.
Right.
やっぱ各キャラクターでなんか喋り方ありますよね、日本語で。
Yeah.
Yes, they do have a bit of a different way of speaking. Let's see. So, well, not MLP related, but I thought I'd ask: are conventions rare in Japan? You kind of touched on this in your in one of your last points, Chuba-san. But conventions, they're kind of more of a Western concept, I guess. But what do you guys think?
Yeah. Is there anything? Well, there's like
there is that big
or...
furry meetup also that happens in
Toyohashi.
Yeah. There's also
Comic-Con or something like that.
Oh yes, there's also Tokyo Comic Con, which is also a recent thing. It's based off American comic culture, and it takes place in Tokyo at Tokyo Big, not Tokyo Big Sight, at
Tokyo Big Sight.
No, not Big Sight, not Big Sight. The Comic Con の方。なんだっけ？幕張メッセ, that's the one. It's sort of east of Tokyo. And they had like cosplayers from different fandoms there, and they had like a gathering for NLP cosplayers too. So yeah, yes, and then conventions in the Western sense are starting to pop up now more and more here and there, I think.
Yeah. Especially in the 2010s.
Right. Next question. Do the ponies get, quote, wife food as often in Japan as in the West?
I think so.
Wife food.
So.
Like oyome saretari.
So you know the term oyome?
俺の嫁?
Yep, that one. Exactly that one. Exactly that one.
なんか日本で西洋ほどそうされるのが多いんですか？
I think so. I mean, there.
Probably, yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
I know some people calls their favorite waifu my yome or actually my yome or something like that. Yeah.
Right. Right. By the way, the way Japanese call someone their waifu is yome. Yome desu ne.
Yep, exact translation of wife. Yeah, it's
My
yome.
wife.
Yeah.
Yome.
This is my wife.
そうそうそうそう。ワイフ、そう、ワイフをもっと日本語っぽく言って、ワイフになったんですって。
ワイフ
そう。Yep.
ああ、面白いな。
そうですね。
Interesting.
Are there many Bronies / Pegasisters in Japan? どのぐらいいるのかな? I think
at least 500.
Yeah,
that's the number.
If we're going by Japan PonyCon attendance numbers, it's at least 500, but it's probably more, maybe around probably around 1,000 or so, maybe.
I hope, or I think so.
Right. It's a small community for sure, but it's pretty tight knit and we're pretty active. We can definitely punch above our weight, I think.
Yeah, even to this day, there's still more people popping up. Like Wame-san, you're really recent, yeah.
Yeah, so Wame-san is a recent addition to Fandom from about but she's become really active on Twitter and she draws really great art.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, we got a question in Japanese here. Pony ni nareru to shitara, Pegasus, Unicorn, As Pony no dore o erabimasu ka?
Oh.
I know though, Omami-san, you like the water though, so I know your OC is actually an earth pony that decided to become a sea pony, right?
Yes. 泳ぐの好きなので、シーポニーがいい。
swimming, yeah.
はい。
So originally she was a earth pony, but what was it? Zekro's magic, I guess?
Yes.
By the power of Zekro's magic, she able to swim like a sea pony. Well, Pegasus Unicorn or Earth Pony. Well,
でも、チューバさん、あれ、アスポニーですよね。
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one.
Your OC is As Pony.
Yeah, kind of think of it. Yeah, certain like to fly, and certain have good to have a magic, but probably at that time I made an OC. I was really modest, and I'll be pony just fine, I think. Else, is it unicorn option?
Right. Yeah. Personally, I would probably air for Pegasus if I could choose. just because I like being able to being able to fly. Here's an interesting question. Are there many Japanese haters? By that I think this person means are there many people? Are there many Japanese who hate MLP?
I mean, this is a country that produces tons of anime. Probably there are, but we don't basically care. There's much more else content for us, so
right.
I don't think. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's plenty of room for overlap. I think so. I think at least in the otaku community, my impression has been that even if people aren't really into it, no one really cares. They just let you do your own thing, really. I think I found Japanese generally to be very just live and let live. To be honest, that's been my impression, honestly.
What did you missed the question? One question, I think.
Oh yes. How does a pony weigh in terms of comparing to anime waifus versus pony waifus?
No. Oh, what?
Eh?
Waifu? Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm not sure how to. Not sure. I'm not
I
quite sure
don't
how
think there's
to.
a. I don't think
Go
there's a
ahead.
comparison because
Right.
anime and pony stuff are, especially anime stuff is already our stuff, so and it's kind of normal thing for us. So it's most likely cartoon stuff. Came here, although we are already really get to know the weird stuff already. So there, I don't think there's a big comparison.
Right. There's a question. Sorry, sorry, 20. I didn't see your question there.
That one.
How is the Equestria Girls scene like in Japan? Omame-san, you can
Anime.
probably answer this one.
何
Equestria Girls のEquestria Girls のファンダムとか日本でなんかなんて
要するにエ
いうのかな。
クエストリアガールズを日本語で見たその感想はでいいですか？
そうですね。
そうですね。めっちゃいいです。声優さん、Japanese actress is so good. なんだろう、オリジナルに近い感じの声質で、とてもいいです。はい。
It's really close to the original.
Yes.
I really agree. Yeah.
Yeah. The Equestria Girls actresses, I think they did a good job too. And the the Equestria Girls fandom really is I think there's quite a lot of Equestria Girls fans too, because there's probably plenty of crossover there, at least between people who are into anime and those Maho Shoujo magical girl type esque transformation scenes. So I think that has a certain brand of appeal for Japanese fans too. Do you two agree?
Yes, I agree. なんだっけ。そうですね。声優さんが変わったのもあるんですけど、そっちの声優さんもとても可愛くて私は好きです。
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, はい。
There's certainly like a funding, although the new voice actors, they are really trying their best to create the show, the most greatest show. And I tend to agree. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So so by the way, after season 2, the Japanese voice actors changed. But
with a huge blank of 5 years.
Right.
5 years.
After 5-year hiatus. But
yeah, we waited 5 years to get a season 3.
Yeah, but the new voice actresses and voice actors, they really put their heart and soul into it. I think that's something we I think that's something we can appreciate, even though they didn't have a whole lot of name recognition. Are there many Japanese pony fan fiction writers?
Fan fiction writers?
I've heard of. I think I know. I remember one guy who I think was into it. I think his name was Sasho Shirokami. Sasho-san, namae kitakoto desu ka? Fan fiction, like
ring a bell, but
actually, wait. It's a little different, but do you guys know doujinshi? Yes. So doujinshi is like illustrated fan fiction that you pay to buy. There's Japan PonyCon actually sponsored 2 events where called PonyFesta that were doujin focused for people who do sell their MLP themed doujin and so that's where people were able to buy. I think that's probably the most comparable aspect there.
So also for our perspective, probably when we create something Nijisosaku, the fan stuff, we tend to create much more art, I think, much more pictures or digital art or arts, and there are people who chose their creativity on literature also, but
Right.
probably there's more people like Sunchaser said, doujinshi, the combination of pictures and literature are much
Right.
more popular in here.
Right.
考えたことがなかった。なるほど。
Right. Let's see. Are princesses addressed as kami in the show? Because I've heard parallels drawn between Celestia and Luna and Amaterasu and Tsukiyomi, or were they all dressed as, or were they all just addressed as Hime? They were all just addressed as princess, right? Like
yep. Not Hime.
Celestia-sama,
More like
Luna-sama.
Yeah.
Or princess, yeah.
Well, more than they tend to have some sort of what's the English word? Kurai, like some sort of
女王様。
Right.
It's much more like a queen, but we call it princess, and I think it's technically the same.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hime.
as equal as the Western term, I think.
Right. Yeah, and that's
yeah.
Actually, Amaterasu and Tsukiyomi. That's an interesting point. I'll have to research that a bit more because that I do see some interesting parallels there. Actually.
Yeah, even I didn't know that term. Actually, kind of ashamed of myself.
難しい。
Yeah.
Yeah, these people are really, really hard workers.
Yeah. Have ponies or MLP been mentioned on a serious media like news channel or something of the like in Japan?
何ですか？
There's one time accidentally one show aired Pink Fluffy Unicorn Dancing on a Rainbow.
Oh yes, I do remember it. It was Pone.
Yeah, but nothing about Bronies or pony stuff. Just there's a little girl came to Japan, so the Japanese team crew asked what you're going to do in Japan. The little girl said Pink Fluffy Unicorn, something like that, and they show the clip, the 10-hour version.
Right. I think I might be able to find the link for that in the if I can put in the chat here. Pink Fluffy Unicorns, rainbows.
Other than that, I don't think so.
Right. I don't see it here. Yeah. I'll have to look for the clip and see if I can. I'll put in one of the chats later for whoever's curious. On the subject of the dub, is there a debate on preferences between fan subtitles and the Japanese dub, mirroring what happens in the West with anime? This is a good question. So I'll translate for Omame-san too. はい。日本語のダブと日本語の字幕バージョン。
その吹き替えか、その字幕かについて、その日本ではバトルってあるの？
バトル？
バトルというか、なんか議論的な、どっちがいいかっていう。
そう向こうではそのアニメ、ジャパニーズアニメやっぱり、なんか向こう、日本のアニメ、日本の声優がいい、もしくは向こうの声優がいいみたいな、そういう感じだから、日本ってそういうのあったっけっていう質問ですね。
はあ、バトル個人的にはあるかもしれないけど、バトルは見たことはないですね。日本で。どうなんだろう。個人的にあるかもしれないんですけど。
So Omame-san thinks there probably is, but she hasn't really experienced it firsthand. But there probably is. How about you, Chuba-san?
Well, as a fan of English culture, I have to say, well, personally, I love them both equally because I don't make I will make a comparison, but I accept some changes because the original stuff. So I think there are people love the dubbing version more actually because this country still don't not really good at English still. So when it comes to watching the kids show, watching something you like, you want to relax, you don't want to use your brain, so they might have a tendency to lean on the voices you already know, the
あ
the words you already know. So
あ、かもしれない。確か
yeah, I
Right.
think
に。うんうんうん
personally I feel the dubbing is much more preferable in here. I think slightly. I think slightly.
Okay. Let's see. So we've still got 15 minutes or so. Please keep those questions coming. If anyone can, while we're waiting for another question to come in, I'll just jump into a question of my own for you two. What are some if you could go overseas to any physical pony convention, which one would it be and why?
Say it again. Other
If you could go to any overseas pony convention, which would it be and
overseas.
why?
Overseas. Well, Japan PonyCon and BabsCon had a what's it
Sister
called?
con relationship, yes.
Yeah, that one. So we almost see that one. I still don't know much about those kind of information. Bro, what was the one recently ended? What was it? Once again, I forgot the name.
BronyCon?
Was it? Yeah, BronyCon. Yeah,
Oh.
I wish I could go there also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a shame. We all miss BronyCon. Rest in peace.
Rip.
So let's see. We have another question coming in momentarily.
行きたい。
Here we go. Were there any changes in dialogue and the script between English and Japanese versions, and any specific translators' notes appear during episodes to clarify things for the audience?
There's no clarification when they change some terms, I think. Although there's one time, episode 1, season 1, episode 1, they make a slight change when they do the rerun. Rarities line, like whatever, out of my hair, what about your hair? But in the Japanese version, they actually really liked her Twilight's name. Yeah, so basically she's, you're going already? I love your name so much. Something like that. Although after, probably, it was the first episode of the season 1, so they still finding their niche. Then after the second season, they started a rerun, and they certainly changed it because probably some of them heard our voices, maybe. And other than that, probably there's a lot of changes, I think, to to much more in order to fit our culture, especially that show is mainly for kids, so it should be much more, a little bit more easier to understand.
Right. Yeah, I think that probably makes most sense. Yeah. What kind of MLP merch is there in Japan? Well, I've got a few things here I can show off. Let me show you here. So this is actually something my wife made for me with this frame here. But basically, I don't know if you can see here. I might have to turn the virtual background off, or darn it, if I can. There we go. So basically, these are all the. Yeah, these are. Is the camera working? I might need to turn the virtual background off. Can I do that, sir?
Pin badges, I presume.
I can't seem to get the virtual background to turn off. But basically, I have these badges here that I got that are the Kotobukiya. These are based off the Kotobukiya Bishoujo figures. Figurines.
Oh yeah, the figures. Yeah.
Yes, that I also have here. Actually. I can show you here. There's some, like for instance, there's you got Fluttershy here. some reason she's not showing up in the camera with the virtual background, but Fluttershy here. Then there's Pinky, of course, and then yeah, they really did a good job with the detail on these. Twilight, of course, too.
Nice.
And then Rarity is supposed to come out, I think, sometime in June.
そうです。もうすぐだ。
Yep. And then, yeah, and there's also plenty of fan-made merch too. Like we also have this. I also have here this one plushie of Japan PonyCon's mascot Ponyco.
おー
Let's see. Let me know if
Heck
you can-
yeah.
す
so you
ご
can
い。
see.
かわいい。
Our best pony.
Yep. Yep. There's there's plenty of merch you can get at here in Japan. Both well, I shouldn't say plenty because there's a place where you can get them more limited. But there's if you know where to look, there's places where you can get both fan made merch and official merch. Like at cons, and for instance, as well as a couple places in Harsh you can sell quite a bit of stuff. Let's see. 一番好きなポニーは誰ですか？なぜですか？Tuba さんはどうですか？
Well, like I said, Derpy and Luna. Huh? Why? Well, they're just totally. I don't know the word for totally in English. There's no correct term when it comes to totally. I think just you say
Right.
totally and that's it. It's great, more than great. Like,
Yeah.
when you saw those characters, tears come out of their eyes. Something like
Right.
that.
Yeah.
What about you, Omame-san?
一番か。いや、三節島かな。
Oh.
で、
なぜなら
理由は why ない ?why?
いや、最初ヴィランだったんですけど、そうですね、こう、なんだかんだあって、友情を取り戻していく。友情に触れていく。まあ、トワイライトとかも、まあ、そうだとは思うんですけど、本質的には。なんかその過程が好きですね。
So you like the character development, I presume.
Right, because Nanta Chimera used to be a villain, but then she reformed and she became she became the symbol of empathy. Yeah, and then let's see, are the IDW comics released over there? If they are they still left to right formats? So there are American comic book stores that sell. Yes, there are places. There's one place in Akihabara I know that sells American style. Comic books from the States. Yes.
Where was it?
Monster Japan.
Yeah, that one. Where was
Ebisu,
it?
right?
Ebisu, yeah.
Monster Japan, Ebisu. Yes. There's a couple different places that sell American comic books, and so they'll sell the IDW comics in English. They're originally in English, but there will also be a couple of there are also localized versions of the localized and Japanese versions of different some of the omnibuses of the IDW comics that are released in limited editions too. I think I have some one of them around here, but I'm not sure where. But if you look online, there's a couple different examples. Let's see. Always been curious because I've seen a lot of discussion about who is the most popular pony in Japan. Have there ever been any polls on popular websites or anything like that? So Japan PonyCon has done a couple of different polls over the couple of cons they've done. Oh, it's got 5 minutes left. So we'll make this quick. So I'll make this quick. So basically, Japan PonyCon's done a couple of different polls. I think Applejack has always done very well, actually. She's probably probably most, if not second most popular, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's the total upset of America, I think. Applejack is the most, yeah.
Yeah, and she's always been very good. She's always been very popular because she's I think a lot of her emphasis on hard work and family values and so on. It really resonates with a lot of Japanese fans. Is my impression.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me take this next question here real quickly. In season 1, I recall they did not dub the song Winter Wrap Up, but they did dub the song at the gala. Did they proceed to dub some songs but not others in season 2 and season 3, or did they dub all the songs or none of the songs? I think for season 1 and 2 it was here and there, but for season 3 and 4 they dubbed all the songs, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was my understanding. Yeah, after season 2, they dubbed all the songs. I think is my understanding. Yeah.
Although I prefer the season 1, season 2 songs better.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh well.
If it's not in Japanese, I'll say if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's already originally wonderful.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So I think we've got time for one more question. So if anyone wants to
a quick one.
Yeah, have a quick one. We'll just I think them and Venom is typing, so we'll just let them finish. Let's see.
If you guys liked this conversation, check out the merch.
Yes, for sure. Definitely check out the merch, and especially as I mentioned before, please go buy some stuff from the Japan Brony artist team in the vendor hall. They have a lot of good stuff on sale. And Omame is also offering pre-orders of some great MLP EG fan items. So please, please go. There we go. Let me see here. Are people over there aware of MLP Transformers?
Yeah.
The MLP Transformers crossover, right?
Tons of people on Twitter are surprised. I believe.
Right. Yes. Yeah, that is going to be awesome though when that comes out. But yeah, that'll be great to see. I think that'll be great to see. Yeah. But yeah, people seem to be aware. So yeah, I think Pony Professor has one last question. So we'll take this one last question real quick. If he has a question.
Check out the Japan Brony artist team.
Yeah. I think let's see. I think we're probably just about let's see. It's already 10:50. It's already 10:54. So I think we're gonna have to go ahead and gonna have to wrap things up now.
Yep.
So I just wanna. Oh, Pony no nuguri ga arimasu ka? You guys have pony. You guys have plushies. Plushies. Nuguri ga arimasu ka?
ぬいぐるみ持ってないです。フィギュアなら持ってます。
Okay, she has.
Correct. Yeah, I'm not a collector also, but a lot of people have one.
Okay, so we're out of time. I just want to say a big thank you to PonyFest Online for having us here today. This is our first time any of us being community guests, and so we're really honored to have this opportunity to be here. And we also just want to say a big thank you to all of you for tuning in to watch us. This is really great. And so we just want to say a big thank you to everyone here. With that, 今日は本当にありがとうございました。またお会いします。
Thank you.
See you guys later.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.